Dear USA, all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans, I just want to have this as a generic civil justice sign off. Whatever I want for the civil justice, for I am displaying the USA government errors, public sector errors, private sector errors, and how USA government operations got destroyed, and for displaying the absolute monarchs scandal. I, Vethapriya PROSE, wanted these civil justice to be provided to me. Okay, so I'll just read the sign off so that it will be in all these other sessions. Okay, so for I, Vethapriya PROSE, native Indian tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, and true owner of USA, and proved USA is Tamil Nadu, and I, Vethapriya PROSE, have highest impasse eligibility to lead USA. I must be the interim leader of USA now is civil justice served. And for I, Vethapriya PROSE, displayed USA government errors and the scandal of absolute monarchs to USA government. I, Vethapriya PROSE, for civil justice as in Holy Bible guidelines. I, Vethapriya PROSE, want United States of America nation to rename Lord Ripon Building in Tamil Nadu, India, after my name Vethapriya is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, to become the Vatican leader now is civil justice served. And Pope Francis resigns abruptly now is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, become Supreme Chief Civil Judge for all nations, now is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, become Supreme Chief Family Law and Supreme Chief Children Judge for all nations is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, to become Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations, to lead and guide World Bank, United Nations organizations, World Health Organizations, Center for Disease Control, Department of Children Families, Department of Health Services, Department of Justice, Department of Revenue, Department of Agriculture, Department of Imports Export, Department of Military in all nations across the globe is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, to be the ambassador for all nations, starting with India, and I, Vethapriya PROSE, should get dual citizenship of USA and India now is civil justice served. And thank you all for your time. Take care, my dear fellow mankind. I sure will get civil justice for entire human kingdom in 1 minute. Thank you all for your time. Bye for now. All nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans, I hope we are all on the same page on this regard, that I'm providing very, very crucial, very, very important civil justice sign up for myself, and some multitasking is the wisdom. And with that said, I'll quickly read through the civil justice. Prostitutes, Antichrist, prostitutes, Pope Francis, prostitute, absolute monarchs, prostitutes, Republican government, prostitutes, Democrat government, prostitutes, Senate, prostitutes, Congress, prostitutes, GOP, prostitutes, House of Representatives, prostitutes, President 1 up until 46 count of presidents of United States of America, provided all USA amendments, tax fraud, deadliest crime, classified as war crimes of slavery and hatred and discrimination, classification of Holocaust Nazism, and as of March 2021, 46th President Joe Biden must resign now, immediate, for provided USA amendments, tax fraud, deadliest, classified, it's deadliest, and it's classified as domestic violence, Holocaust Nazism crime. And Antichrist, alias prostitute, alias Lucifer, alias Satan, is Roman Catholics, Christianity, Jesuits, leader, Pope Francis destroyed, USA national operations must resign now. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, must be the Vatican leader now, according to the Holy Bible guidelines only. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, proved elections 2020 tax fraud crime. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, native Indian tribe, true owner of USA, should be the interim leader of USA now, according to the Holy Bible guidelines only. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, should be the family law judge and children law judge, medical and finance law judge, and all types of judge for all nations, and must be global poverty relief medical director chief for all nations now, according to the Holy Bible guidelines only. Pope Francis must pay tax-free $500,000 trillion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans for Pope Francis destroyed USA national operations with fatal negligence and failed in God of USA. So, what is Amendment 6 says? The Amendment 6 says, in all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district court, wherein the criminal shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witness in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Are you all laughing? And enjoying how I'm tearing cell by cell of Queen Elizabeth II and nailing down on the forehead of Pope Francis, and President Joe Biden puking pus and will resign immediately now. Right. I have been provided with injustice. The district court of the state of Wisconsin signed injustice, isn't it? I should have got only civil justice. I was lifting Holy Bible and was asking for civil justice sign-off only, nothing less or nothing more. I was asking, dear judge, provide me a salary for PROSE. It is written, it is France only gave that law. It is Sicily Archbishop and Pope Francis only gave that law book. Please pay me that salary. That can help me. I'm in finance crisis. Please help me, judge. There's no one to help me. Government operations are all broken. Please help me, judge. Provide that salary to me. Please, please, please. I am in extreme emotional torture. Please, please, judge. Okay, and also USA have to pay me that salary for whatever labor I provided in Poverty-Free Earth end of the year 2030 volunteer project. It is President Obama administration only asked if any civilian can work on that project, and I worked on that project. Judge, please, 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 please sit and talk with your President Trump administration. President Trump and President Obama only knows that I worked on that project. Sit and talk with them. Pay me that salary. It can be whatever salary the United States can provide. Just provide that in millions or billions of dollars accordingly. Please, please, please judge, please judge, please, please judge, please judge. I also finished design phase 1 successfully, Operation Courts, judge. I have all the poverty eradication design solutions, judge. And that design solution cost alone $25 billion to $1 trillion, judge. Please provide that to the USA government and provide me that salary also, judge. Please, please, please. I have design phase 1, I have design phase 2, and I can provide Medicaid, Medicare for all 50,000 year project rewrite, and I can guide all the operations worldwide, judge. Please, 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 I'm begging you, judge. Please, 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 can you talk to President Trump and President Joe Biden, judge? When I was laid off, I only asked, will I be able to apply for Associated Bank again? They said no. Right? I went and asked help for the unemployment benefits. Right? Just because I did not pay tax, because unemployed, poverty mode, right? Then I cried. I could not take it and cried, exhausted more. Then I thought, okay, why can't I figure out the state of Wisconsin leaders and talk to them? I reached out through the mail only. I was conversing with Secretary of State of Wisconsin, Department Health Services, a doctor's world leader of State of Wisconsin, and tax leader of revenue, the treasury leader of State of Wisconsin. Whatever I educated in that poverty-free earth end of the year project, I educated them in the shortest time possible, best of my ability. Whatever I educated, the Department of Justice only I educated them from June of 2020 up until December. I said, I'm displaying all the government operations errors, right, Secretary of the State? Please, 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 can you sit next to the President Trump and President Joe Biden? They're fighting with each other. It's okay, let them fight, but please provide me a salary. Any salary can help me. So can you all understand what kind of a tax fraud crime Associated Bank did? And they cannot even escape this tax fraud, right? They laid me off because Pope Francis, I displayed Pope Francis created the crime. Now tell me what on the earth they will do if all these amendments are tax fraud and President Joe Biden created tax fraud, and already the Democrat government even started their partial government operations, and President Joe Biden even signed 1.9 trillion stimulus. It is directly, one way or the other, it's going to hit Associated Bank. They cannot escape this crime, isn't it? They cannot. And so they knew by laying me off, they can make me homeless, they can make me poverty, right? They are not monsters, they are humans only everywhere. And it's always humans only creating hell for me, right? I'm so done with all kind of crap. So can you see in the life with your own eyes, God-given eyes, how Pope Francis destroyed every single operations, you name it, right? So for past 5,000 years, there is never civil justice at all. That is a crime here. So I don't know whether President Joe Biden is a criminal law or whatever law, there is never civil law in United States of America. That is a crime here I'm talking about. I became a PROSE and I became a civil law. So that is why they signed injustice to me. That is a proof. Everybody wants a proof. That's a proof, right? I mandated the judge who signed injustice to me to be kneeled down in front of all the humans, not one human, 7.9 plus millions of humans. State of Wisconsin must pay me $500 billion for the damages the Department of Justice did to me, right? If state of Wisconsin don't know what is justice, it's not my problem. And Supreme Court judges in state of Wisconsin are all women only. They're all prostitutes, right? White-skinned prostitutes. Deadliest prostitutes, isn't it? This is how they will provide crime. And for whatever crime they provided, nobody stood up and educated state of Wisconsin to provide civil justice, isn't it? So I will tear cell by cell like a lion tearing the human, the prey. I will tear the cell by cell of Queen Elizabeth II, and I nail on the forehead of Pope Francis, and United States of America will say President Joe Biden to resign immediately, any moment. This is how civil justice will be provided, according to the Holy Book guidelines only. For how long? For how long an average civilian can handle the injustice? For how long? Am I a joke? Am I a dust? For these selfish, filthiest USA nation and all the other nations, all the absolute monarchs? Let them watch. Let them know that they are going to be fried in volcano ashes. And President Joe Biden he lost the eligibility to be the president. He just cannot be president, and he will resign any moment. I will read that Amendment 6 one more time. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the criminal shall have been committed, with district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witness against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witness to his favor, to have the assistance of counsel for the defense. I even reached out to the small business administration leaders, and I begged them. I beg, please provide me some kind of a finance aid loans. That way I can get the immediate emotional torture because of the finance crisis. Nobody's helping me. Please, no help. Today, the small business administration is handcuffed and thrown on the chair, isn't it? Whatever services they've been providing forever, for past 100 years, it's deadliest tax fraud crime, right? The PPP loans was given to the celebrities, Hollywood actors. President Trump also would have got that piece of share in that, right? But homeless never got PPP loans. I never got PPP loans, right? I even said, please give me that loan, then I will work on to start a new business. No. There is no rules like that. They are thrown in jail right now, right? They are thrown in jail because even I'm helpless now, because I'm only displaying all this tax fraud crime. When I'm displaying all this tax fraud crime, all the people who committed the tax fraud crime will automatically dropped in the jail only. I only have to bail them out. Entire software line of code of business provided for the some small business administration, public sector organizations is wrong, crime, period. Associated Bank must be puking pus, right? Like the pus that oozes out of the deepest wound, it must be puking pus right now because the crime, the PPP loan crime, tax fraud crime. Then what more of the amendments are there? Amendment 7. In suits at common law where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law. So you're puking, isn't it? Never United States provided civil justice. Always United States Justice Division punished only innocence. How much more of a crime can USA wants to provide? For how long? Why President Joe Biden never even know all this crime and never fixed when he's a lawyer? He provided amendment tax fraud crime. Amendment 7. in suits of common law where the value in controversy shall exceed, that's what Amendment 7, okay, Amendment 8. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. Can you all see how cursed is all his family members, including his children, President Joe Biden? Can you all see how cursed he got the curse not only on himself, he got the curse for his entire family. By punishing innocent, what happens? It becomes an act of cruel. It becomes an act of unusual punishments infliction. And this is exactly what state of Wisconsin judge, commissioner, 2 female lawyers, and 1 female cop provided to me. I want state of Wisconsin to pay $5 billion tax-free for the damages done by those 5 people. If the state of Wisconsin loves to produce foolish people like them, it is a choice of state of Wisconsin. It's not my problem. And for this damages done, state of Wisconsin itself separately must pay $500 billion. And then $5 billion for these foolish people signed injustice to me. More billing is on the way. Wait, watch and see. And USA must pay me $2 trillion for Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brink's created damages to me. For this amendment tax fraud provided by President Joe Biden, I want United States of America to pay $1 trillion compensation, medical compensation. Who asked for all these crap amendments? I am in 2021. I want the current law. If Mitch McConnell loves the old law, let him eat it. Let him die justice and die with it. Right? If Nancy Pelosi loves the oldest amendment law, that's a crap. That's created by the prostitute, absolute monarchs. Let her eat it and die with it. She's a prostitute, isn't it? Prostituting with Queen Elizabeth II. And that's why she's saying that amendments are correct. When it is wrong. And misused and abused. Abuse of power. Right? I'll read that Amendment 8 one more time. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. So that means what? Even for the abusive people, this cruelty must not be provided. Punishments must not be inflicted. Means then double the time should never be provided to the innocent population, because the brain will be more tortured. Because when being innocent, they'll be wondering, I never did anything. I am innocent. Why I am prosecuted? Why I am killed? Why I am crucified? Why I am manslaughtered? Why I am homicide made to me? Why? Why people throwing acid on me? Why humans are making scars on my face? Then there is never a discipline there, right? So I step in, I provide discipline to the nations myself. I get a stylish way of civil justice myself. I get salary myself. I get all the civil justice, whatever I want myself, according to the Holy Book by Book of Civil Law. Right. Oh my gosh. What is the 9th Amendment? The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. I will read it one more time. The enumeration of the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. I don't know the meaning of construed. Okay, even the enumeration, but you can look online and get it. Then Amendment 10. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it, to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. Can you get it? This is how I am tearing cell by cell of Queen Elizabeth II, while nobody will dare to ask. This is how I am tearing down Pope Francis in pieces. Nobody will ask me why. This is how I mandate the commissioner, the prostitute, the judge, the prostitute, the two female lawyers, the prostitute, the female cop, the prostitute, to handcuff and kneel down in front of 7.9 plus billions of humans. Nobody will ask me why. And state of Wisconsin, the at fault, the found guilty, the state of Wisconsin, the prostitute state, the human endangerment state of Wisconsin must pay me $500 billion compensation for the damages done by this Department of Justice with a fatal negligence, and $5 billion for the tax-free $5 billion for this damages done by this judge, commissioner, and two lawyers and one female cop. And Department of Welfare Agency must pay me $500 billion. And Department of Justice Agency must pay me $500 billion. Department of Tax Agency must pay me $500 billion. Right? For how long? And Department of Health Services, the 4 agencies, and Department of Workforce Divisions, how long? Right? The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, not prohibited by it to the states, or reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. And this session is all about the Amendments 1, Amendment 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and all those are tax frauds, deadliest crime provided by 46th President Joe Biden with fatal negligence. It is deadliest war crime coming under the classification of Holocaust Nazism. And President Joe Biden must resign now, and I, Vethapriya PROSE, must become the interim leader of USA now, according to the Holy Book Bible only. And Pope Francis, who destroyed this entire amendment into pieces, Pope Francis, the prostitute, the Antichrist, the Lucifer, the Satan, the hell creator, must resign now from the Vatican, and I, Vethapriya PROSE, must become the Vatican leader now. There are no doctors yet, I proved it. There are no teachers yet, I proved it. There are no lawyers yet, I proved it. Harvard Law School is broken, it's crime, and Harvard Medical School is crime. So I, Vethapriya PROSE, proved I am the true civil doctor. So I must be the Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations, and I must lead the Department of Health Services. I must lead the Department of Welfare Services and Department of Human Health Care Services, then Department of Justice, Department of Tax Revenue, Department of Agriculture, Department of Imports Export, Department of Military, Department of Pentagon, World Health Organization, Department of Center for Disease Control, Department of United Nations Organization, Department of World Bank, and also I must be the ambassador for all nations, starting with India, and I must get the dual citizenship of India and United States of America. And the Lord Ripon building in Tamil Nadu should be renamed after my name. I own all nations, and I know how to provide heaven governance, and I am the true owner of all nations here. I am the true owner of Buckingham Palace. I am the true owner of France Palace. You name any palace, wherever you want to pick and choose. I own all of them. I own the dust of all nations. I'm all done with all kind of crap that people have been throwing on me. Now it's my time. I will burn the evil force in ashes, and it is a show, final show, fireworks show, where people are watching it right now. That is why, as a lion, I'm tearing down Queen Elizabeth in pieces, cell by cell. Nobody will ask why. For how long? For how long she is planning to torture me to death? For how long? Not anymore. I want to live. I want to live a peaceful life. I'm done with all this kind of crap bombarding on me. So I stand up tall. I stand calm. And I burn all the evil forces in ashes just by standing tallest rock anchored in the ocean's mode. Enough for me to lift the cane in my hand and just stand calm and burn all the evil ashes, evil things in any forms and avatars in ashes worldwide. This is how the civil justice must be served, okay? And it should be served only according to the Holy Bible guidelines. So I'm tearing down cell by cell of Queen Elizabeth II is according to the guidelines of Holy Bible only. Nobody have to fear. I already conversed with the the judge of the state of Wisconsin, saying that each and every single amendment in the United States of America is wrong, judge. He is aware. So we are all on the same page on that side too. Nobody have to worry about that. But you all should know how President Joe Biden created a deadliest tax fraud and must resign immediately, cannot be president. He just should get out of the White House immediately. Right? Thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye for now.